in, before you got to that point, like, you guys were still going actively for shows when you got the accident?
Yes, we're still going actively for shows. In fact, we're the regional promotional anchor for B&H. We were the producers of the show. So we're producing the tour in Nigeria and whole of Africa. I remember one time we took a couple of people to West Indies for the concert, the Benson Hedges Golden Tone. So we grew from being performers to anchors, then to producers of the show, to the extent that a whole lot of people resigned, and I was promoted to. Yeah, so we were very, very active, and we were also involved in signing artists for the concerts, bringing artists for the concerts. We were in charge of producing the concerts, all the negotiation and all that. So it was good. So it was one of those process that crashed. In fact, the show that is one of the shows we're having. It was Benson Hedges mentor in Akodo Beach Resort down. So you see, we have an office on Lekki, so we've been on this axis for a very long time. We were Akodo Beach Resort. The first time we brought Lagbaja and Femi Kuti to one stage. The first time. So we engineered that, and it happened. It was Benson Hedges' mentor launch, and it was that process that crashed. So we were active, but when it crashed, I was still going around because I need to make sure the family are okay. I was still producing the show. So the job of two people, I was doing it alone. It was a whole lot of pressure, but I was doing it. But I think it was when he now passed. I think when he passed, it had to do with my. I'm very, very emotional, so it had to do with my emotion, it had to do with my sensitivity and all that. So I just got fed up of the job, and I wasn't happy anymore doing the job. I just resigned.
Is it that he also stayed for some time, but was not in capacity to?
Yes, he stayed there. He got a broken leg, so we did everything. He had a couple of surgeries and had metal imputed in his leg, his bone. But along the line, doing one, removing one, I think gangrene, and I was on the road when it happened. So gangrene. So I think at all that, I just got tired. See, I'm done. I don't want to do this stuff again. So even the white guys didn't know what I just said. No. I just want to do something. You know, when you're not happy about something, like, I just want to do something for myself. I just want to do. Now it's basing too on what my advice of my mother. So I was now paying attention to everything. I became too sensitive in every area of our lives and decided to get it right.
So how have you been able to keep your partner's legacy for all these years, all this while?
Well, when you asked me to introduce myself, well, a whole lot of people didn't know we're the pioneers of Afrobeats.
Yes.
But I'm still alive. I'm pushing it. So I'll say, I introduce myself as Pretty of the Junior Pretty Fame, the pioneers of Afro hip hop that transcended to Afrobeats. Keeping the dream alive, making everybody understand that, if I wasn't around, some other people would have stolen that they are the pioneer of Afro hip hop, they are the pioneers of Afrobeat. But because I'm around, I'm the history. It was in my house that we changed from hardcore to pidgin rap, and giving our brand of music a name, Afro hip hop. But the same Afro hip hop that they removed the pop, they removed the hip hop and art beats and like let's Nigerianize is our own. Why are we putting hip hop in there? So that became Afrobeats, and the same brand of music that was created by Junior Pretty has taken over the world. So everybody in the history, if you search my profile, you read about Junior. Some people go search and okay, Junior is past. But why is he always talking about it? We're always talking about it because it was a dope thing. We're talking about it because we pioneered, we made sure that this our brand of music will take over reggae. Because at that time, dancehall wasn't out. It was reggae, raga. So raga is where they turned to dancehall. But we achieved that. We've achieved that. I remember when we were discussing with some journalists earlier on, 1992, 93, they were laughing at us like, what I did, these boys, they get tall dream. You know, you want people to know this your Ajegunle music, everybody to be listening to your brand of music. But hey, everybody's listening to that brand of music right now. And that keeps Junior's name coming in between. And it's going to live as long as Afrobeat lives.
Okay, sir. Before we let you go, sir, the industry, just like what you said, your era when you started this whole the Afrobeats and today, a lot of things has changed. What do you have to say about the industry today?
But can I tell you something that might shock some people? Do you know that we haven't actually gotten there? We haven't actually gotten there. Yes, we're big. We're everywhere. Everybody's listening to us. At the time me and Juno started, it was just 5% of Nigerian music that was being played on our radio stations. Me and Juno fought for it to be moved to 15%. I think before Juno died, it was like 30% or 40%. But right now, they play 100% of our Nigerian music. We started that campaign then. Around the world, they were not playing our brand of music. But right now, they play 75-80% of our brand of music, right? In everywhere you go. Like this summer, any club, any beach, any this thing you go to, pub, they're playing Nigerian music. The Chinese are studying our music. The Russians are studying our music. The Indians are studying. They have a whole institution studying our brand of music. It wasn't done. And some people like, Pretty, you guys have arrived. Nigerian music. No. Until Nigeria becomes a mecca for music industry in the world, Lagos becomes a mecca where you come, like Afrobeat destination of the world becomes Lagos. That's when we're going to arrive. Like how people go to Jamaica because of reggae. People are coming to Nigeria because of Afrobeat.
Just like the people are going to Chicago now for dream music, or is that what you're trying to say?
Yes. So
New York for hip hop.
Yes. So people are going to be coming to Africa, coming to Lagos for Afrobeats. They're already coming in. We had a couple of visitors last week. It was for that. People are coming. And it's the more reason why we created our headquarters, the Nigerian Music House, to represent the international standard corporate office that could accept and accommodate visitors coming from around the world. We haven't started, I keep saying it. We're just scratching the surface with our brand of music.
Okay. As we let you go, when you say I'm beginning to like, Fela, they also talk about Fela as the Afrobeats.
Okay, so I will break down so that you guys don't get confused.
Okay.
Fela is Afrobeat without the S. Our brand of music is called Afrobeats with the S. So it was a confusion. If you don't pay attention, you will get confused. Yes. So Fela brand of music is called Afrobeat. But the new genre brand of music is called Afrobeats. Now with the S, because they want it to be a Nigerian thing. They want it to be an African thing. It was Afro hip hop, but they preferred Afrobeats. It was a couple of a whole lot, and it was. I was still insisting then, no, let it be Afro hip hop. But the DJs that were playing it had their own massive following, and they were not differentiating it with the S. If you know Fela's own is Afrobeat without S. So this genre of music is Afrobeats. So in compassion or in togetherness or bringing together accumulative
Yeah, maybe the soul or the hip hop or
the Afro pop, Afro soul, and all that together. That's what giving us the brand of music that we have.
and it started from your era.
It started. If you say started, like some other person engineered it, no, we pioneered it. We created it.
Okay, the Afro beats.
Yeah, it didn't start. We created it. We pioneered it. Luckily, I'm still alive. It was in my house that we started creating it, and a whole lot of people didn't like it. A whole lot of them are still alive. Like somebody like Jimmy. Jimmy's alive when how we started creating Afro hip hop.
The DJ.
Jimmy, Jimmy Jack. Yeah, yes. A whole lot of them are still alive. What I've learned in life is that everybody can ghost you on something, but they can't ghost you on what you created because they weren't there. Everybody could be lying. They want to do this. They were only partakers, but it started with Junior and Pretty.
Thank you very much, sir, for really giving us a download of, in fact, giving us clarity and sharing your experience over time in terms of your time in the industry and what we have today. And we're looking forward to come back next time to continue in terms of looking at you as the current president of PMAN in Nigeria today. So thank you very much for opening us, giving us this access.
Anytime, man.